Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this episode of Daily Reminders, we're speaking about how you can become a better listener by following the character of the Prophet ﷺ. One of the characters that will make you become someone who is a good listener and someone who people can approach you, someone who people will be willing to approach, is the prophetic character of humility, being humble. And humility, we can talk about it from many different angles. But here I'm focusing on how do you stay humble as a listener, as someone who are able to have the adab of listening. Listening to your family, listening to your kids, listening to your co-workers, listening to people in the masjid, listening to people in the community, having that adab of listening. Prophet ﷺ, he was someone who was an amazing listener. And he had this characteristic of humility. Humility in a sense that Prophet ﷺ would be out in the city of Medina, and even a slave girl can take him by his hand and can tell him about an issue that she's having with her master. And Prophet ﷺ will go and resolve that. He had time for people. He listened to people. You know, maybe you would walk around in your workplace or at home or in the masjid, and you only talk to and listen to people who are famous, who can benefit you, who can give you a few dollars. And you don't want to speak to someone who doesn't, not important to you, and so on and so forth. Prophet ﷺ was someone who was to listen to anyone and everyone. Prophet ﷺ was someone who was humble when he listened to you. And it comes in a hadith that a man came to Rasulullah ﷺ to speak about something, and the man was shivering. Can you imagine that, some of you go see the president of a country or the senator, or you go meet a politician, and some of you are so nervous, you want to take a picture and you're getting excited. Prophet ﷺ was the Nabi, he was the ruler of Medina, and here a man comes to the presence of the Prophet, and he's shaking because he's like, wow, I'm meeting the Prophet, I'm talking to the Prophet. And Prophet ﷺ says something amazing. He says, calm down, take it easy. He says, I am just a son of a Qurayshi mother, and that's just me. Take it easy. I'm just a human being. And here we learn Prophet ﷺ is so humble that he's not saying, yes, I'm the king. Yes, I'm the Nabi of Allah. And yes, show some respect and bow down. No, none of that. You could imagine that even the wives of the Prophet were able to talk to him, able to bring up issues, would be even at times raise their voice. And Prophet ﷺ was humble. He didn't say, I'm the Prophet, how dare you talk to me like that? But no, that's my wife. And Prophet ﷺ was someone who would be willing to listen, who would be humble when he's listening. Now put that in your context. Does your children feel comfortable coming to you, or do you show a big, I'm the father of the house, and so you're like a king, like a lion sitting on your sofa, and your children can't go to you? Is that the case? Or is that your children feel comfortable coming to you? Prophet ﷺ was humble. He was open, down to earth. People used to be able to go and listen to him. Be that person who follows the prophetic character, and be that humble, gentle person who people can come and approach and can say whatever their needs are, and you so that you can listen to them. Episode of Daily Reminders. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.